Good morning. Welcome to Winter's Wednesday Webcast. It's good to be with you again. So I just want to share a few thoughts with you today. Have you ever wrestled with the thought that your best future might be in a place of great danger? I was reflecting on this, and it's really been coming together with some of the things I've been reading in my Bible studies and church attendance and all of that. Just kind of thinking back to this time in my life where I was in a safe place, even though a lot of people wouldn't agree that it was a safe place, but I was living in South Korea and had my little family there, 2 young daughters and a wife, and had this opportunity as things were coming to a close there to go and serve in another country. And so I was being asked to go to Caracas, Venezuela, which, if you don't know, is really one of the most dangerous cities on earth. And when I was given that opportunity, I said, no, I don't want to go there. And after that, God would not allow me any rest. I couldn't sleep, and just felt, that pounding in my heart of Him saying, yeah, you need to go. And so I changed my mind and I went. And yes, it was a dangerous place, but it was a place of great opportunity. And a place of life and beautiful culture and so many good things that came out of that journey. And there's this story that's kind of hidden there in Elijah's story about these 4 lepers. And this story takes place in a time when there's just a great war going on and there's a great famine going on. And these 4 lepers were kind of going over their options. And they talked about, hey, we can stay here and die because of the famine, or we can go into the city and there's nobody to beg from because there's this famine going on, or we can do this crazy thing and go over to our enemies and we can surrender to them, and maybe they'll spare our lives. So they made that choice, which was really the only choice of life. And when they did that, they found that as they approached the enemy's camp, that God had already gone before them and created this loud noise as if an army was coming over to siege these people, and they took off running and they left everything behind. So these lepers came into the camp and found all of this plunder that was there, that was left for them, and food and abundance, because they took the risk of going into the enemy camp. So an interesting thing happened here on campus yesterday. Right behind me over here, there was a house that suddenly became engulfed in flames that lit up on fire. And we had some staff here. And, they had a decision to make. They could sit back here and call 911 and just focus on keeping everyone safe over here. But we had a few staff members that chose to run across this field and go into that house. And there was an elderly couple in that house, and that couple didn't know that their house was on fire. And these guys pounded on the doors, and they opened up the door and came in, and the couple was kind of disoriented, and they told them, your house is on fire, you've got to get out. And they helped them get out, and they helped grab garden hoses and started trying to fight the flames a little bit, and just made sure that family was safe. It's just such a powerful way, as I'm reflecting on all these things, that just that reminder, I think of being a parent, being an educator. So much of what we do is about keeping kids safe. That's, as we research it, we see that's one of the number one things that families are looking for. Probably something that you were looking for in choosing a school partner is this a safe place? And I get that, as a parent, we want to keep our kids safe. But as a believer, I also want to teach our children that sometimes taking a risk is the very thing that God wants us to do. And putting ourselves in harm's way sometimes is the very thing that He's leading us to do. And it's the very thing that leads to true life. Not just existence, but true life. So I just encourage you to reflect on that today, and not telling everyone to go out and jump into burning buildings or anything like that, but just to really consider, as we teach our children as we partner in education. Yes, we're teaching them to be safe and to make good choices and to be wise, but also sometimes just to be willing to take the risks that are before us that might lead to life or to a better life for ourselves and for those around us. So that's my word of hope to share with you today. We're so thankful for your partnership and hope that you have a great rest of the week. Thank you.